I'm just waiting for this to be the softest sponge I have ever felt. Hey guys, it's V, and today we are going to be testing out a new sponge. I watched a video of my girl Cassie from Thriftic here on YouTube test out this Juno & Co. microfiber sponge, and I just had to. I had to buy it. I had to test it. After watching her video, I had to see for myself if this was as soft as it looked and blended as well as it did. So I bought it off of the Juno & Co. website. It was $4 and shipping was $2.95, so really affordable. Total this was $6.95, so just about the price of a Real Technique sponge, but I mean $4 technically, so you're paying for shipping, you know what I'm saying. They had a lot of other interesting things on their website, like lots of cool like brush mats to clean your brushes on and all kinds of fun cheap little items. Like I should have bought some more stuff, but I just wasn't feeling it that day. But I'm so excited to test this out for you guys. So this is called the Juno Microfiber Fusion Sponge. So here is how it comes. It was in just like a little envelope in the mail, and then it came in this packaging here. So let's open it up. I'm excited. I'm just ready. Let's rip into. Okay, let's rip into. Okay, good. We're good. Rip into it here. I'm so pumped to try this out, you guys. I can't even deal. Let's open it. Okay. All right. I haven't touched it yet. Let's see how it feels. Oh my gosh, it's so fuzzy. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Oh, I love it. It feels so good. It's like so soft. It just looks like a little peach. Sorry for the lighting. It's actually pretty early in the morning here. But look, it looks like a little peach. You can just rub the little fuzz. It does have a little dark blue dot on the bottom, which is interesting, but I am ready for this. I'm so ready for this. Okay, I'm gonna put my primer on. I've been using the MAC Prep and Prime as my face primer lately. I don't know why, but it seems to work well for me. I'm out of like all of my primers that I really love, so I'm just gonna spray some of this on my face. Sakari is currently bothering my feet right now, but let's spray. So just to read the description while my face primer is setting, this says the first ever microfiber makeup sponge fuses together your favorite makeup tools, the beauty sponge and the makeup brush. This ultra soft dual layer sponge saves you 50 to 70% of your makeup product and perfectly blends in everything, all caps, everything. Ultra soft dual layer saves 50 to 70% more makeup. Blender plus makeup brush, perfect for wet or dry application. Use wet or dry. So you can use this wet or dry. I'm gonna wet it. Y'all know I like to wet my sponges. So I am gonna go ahead and go wet this sponge. So I'm gonna put it right here so you guys can see what it looks like dry, and then we're gonna go see what it looks like after I wet it. Alright, so we did get sizably larger, you can tell, and it's definitely got more squish to it. It wasn't not squishy in the first place, but it just has a different texture, obviously, because it is made of a different material. But that is what it looks like, all nice and wet. That sounded really weird, but... So yeah, you can kind of hear it a little bit if you guys listen real close. And it takes a second to like squish back into its place. As you can see when I squish it, it takes a second to fully get back out. But I do really love the shape of this. This is very similar to my EcoTools sponge. It's very similar to the Fenty Beauty sponge that I love. So yeah, we are just gonna get into putting on my foundation. I'm gonna zoom you guys in. We can see how it goes. So I'm gonna take my trusty Revlon Color Stay foundation in the shade Ivory for normal to dry skin. And I normally do 1.5 to 2 pumps of it. So I'm just gonna put that on my hand, and then we are just gonna blend this in with my foundation. I'm very excited. Okay, so what I do is I take it and I just kind of dot it on my face. And honestly, no reason to do half my face because I'm using this on my whole face. So we're just going to use this all over. And then I'm just going to wipe the excess off. Oh yeah, you can see it really just like sticks straight to those hairs. Yeah, that's really good. So it looks like it's not going to soak up a ton of product. So let's go ahead, blend this out. I'm excited to see what it does, you guys. the coverage is definitely better than with a normal sponge. Like, this is really giving great coverage. I feel like it's quicker. I feel like it's blending out a little bit quicker than my sponges do. It feels nice on the skin. It feels like soft, like a brush pretty much. It doesn't feel like a sponge at all, but that blended out everything really, really well. And full coverage. Like, I still have foundation on my hand and I feel like this is good. So I'm just gonna take it a little bit and just put some on the sponge. So that's what it looks like. As you can see, it really does not soak up the product. You can see like it is at the very end of that there, and that's going right onto my face. Like, that is awesome. See if I can get a little bit more coverage on my problem areas. I'm breaking out like crazy lately, no idea why. So that is my foundation totally on. I think that this did an amazing job and it did not soak up product. You can see what soaked it up is just those little hairs right on top, but the actual sponge did not soak up the product. So I am going to do my brows really quickly and then we will move on to concealer and see how it does with that. And magically my brows are on, so let's go into my concealer. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics concealer in the shade number 100. Let's go ahead and smear some of this on my face and go in with this sponge and blend it out. I'm like nervous. I don't want to put too much because this was like the sponge's full coverage. So I'm gonna put a little bit less than I normally would. And yes, I do conceal my nose instead of putting foundation on my nose, just because it's really, really red, and I find that that's an area where my foundation tends to wipe off throughout the day. So if I put concealer there, it usually stays a little bit better. So let's go ahead, blend this puppy out. Sorry, baby, you can't cry right now. Oh yeah, coverage is intense with this sponge. If you like the sheerness that a beauty blender gives you, you are gonna hate this. Because, I mean, look at that. It's not going anywhere. This is a full coverage sponge. Like, dang. It doesn't even feel wet anymore, honestly. Like, it felt wet at first and it got a little darker in color, but then it lightened really, really quickly and it doesn't even really feel wet. It feels like a tiny bit wet, but not really. I wonder if swiping would be different for this, because you know, with a brush you like swipe sometimes. You can stipple and then you can swipe. You can do all kinds of stuff. Looks like that works too. It does take away a little bit of the coverage though, so if you pat, you get more coverage. I gotta say, I don't love this for concealer, honestly, because I feel like with concealer, I want it to be slightly sheared out, like how a beauty sponge makes my concealer, and this just kind of gives like too much coverage for my concealer. So you can see like it kind of looks a little bit dry and stuff around my under eye area. So I don't know if I would necessarily use this for concealer again, but for foundation, it was pretty dang amazing. So let's go ahead and get some no color powder. And I'm just going to take that on my sponge here, some RCMA, and oh my gosh. Okay, let's tap some of that because that really held on to that powder. Wow. Okay, and then we are just going to tap that on the under eye area. Let's see how that goes. Ooh, that looks really nice. Wow. I love the way that applied that powder. Wow, that is nice. I feel like there's still a bunch of powder on there. You guys saw a bunch of it went on my face, but it is like holding that powder. It doesn't look like it's applying more, but there's still plenty of powder in this. Just gonna get a little bit more for that other eye. Okay, so love how it applied powder. Love how it applied foundation. Can't say I loved how it applied concealer, but overall, $4. This has been pretty good. pretty good. I feel like you'd probably have to clean it a little bit quicker though, because it does hold the product right at the like edge of this. It's so soft, it's so fun to use, it feels nice on your face, it's like so silky. I really like this. I'm gonna zoom out, you guys. So I think overall it's a hit, you guys. I mean, I don't know how it cleans yet because that's future Vianna's problem. I don't know how she's gonna deal with it, but even if it doesn't clean well, like if you want a full coverage foundation application, but you don't want to use a brush because of whatever reason. I'm not really a big brush person, honestly, but a lot of people really like to use brushes, but I just recently got a new stick foundation and it doesn't apply amazingly with a sponge, so I am really excited to try it with this and see if that helps it a little bit. But yeah, you guys, for $7, I mean, I recommend it. It's so fun. It's so different from like any sponge that I've ever used before. It really, really does not soak up your product, and it applied powder beautifully. Like, I mean, it looks really, really good. So I overall would definitely recommend this. I'm so glad that I tried it out. I mean, y'all know I am sponge obsessed. I am a sponge addict. I may need rehab at some point in my life, but I just had to try it. I just had to. It was so just like, oh, I had to. It was like, it was just calling to me like, Vianna, you need to try this microfiber sponge or else you're gonna regret it. So I tried it. I really like it. I'm glad I tried it. So that is everything for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to show some love to the like button down there. Please, please do. It really helps me out, and leave me a comment down below if you so please to as well. That also really helps me out. And if you subscribe, you can be a member of my Muse family, and I love you guys so much. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!